YouTube, what's happening? It is Monday, January 13th. That we're going to talk about some college basketball, little shooty hoops, shall we? So we're going to let me show you this big old schedule we got. Let me scroll. Oh, there we go. That's it. That's all the games we got. I can fit them all on the same screen. How many games is it total? This is what, 20? 22 games total. So we're going to break down these games, look at each one, see if we can find some value. We might have plays, we might have no plays. We might have 20 plays. I don't know. Let's just go ahead and jump to the first one and see what we have. So no cuts, just right to it. So bang, first game, Prairie View A&M, Arkansas, Pine Bluff, everyone's favorite. I knew this game was circle for a bunch of you this year. You're like, man, I can't wait for this game today. It's at 6 o'clock. Get ready. So oh my God! Look, the second worst 2-point defense in the league, right there. The league, the whole country, not the league, the country. Third worst defensive efficiency. You're the fifth worst defensive, just rebounding team. Period. But you're the fourth best shooting 3-point shooting team. What? Look at that mismatch right there. My God. All right. Are we feeling like a sweat out there? We want to sweat a little. Prairie View 4.5. We could, but both teams offensively are good. Defensively are trash. And you just can't shoot. So I would lean Prairie View, but I'm not touching this garbage game. Why are we spending so much time talking about it? I don't know. Moving on. UCLA Rutgers, a much better game. Number 22 versus unranked. Let's see. Both defenses, terrible. Offense, terrible. Average. I don't trust this game. How is UCLA even 11-5? How are they even ranked? Why are you still ranked? Because the rankings haven't come out yet. They haven't factored in your losses yet because you have not been doing too great. It's Rutgers at home plus 3.5, by the way, if you want to say Rutgers. This is an advantage. That's a push. That's an advantage. That's a push. So Rutgers has a defensively 3-point advantage. UCLA has an offensive 2-point advantage. Outside of that, there's a whole lot of nothing here for us. Maryland versus Minnesota. A lot of yellow on the screen. And you know what it means when there's a lot of yellow? There's a lot of average. Yellow is above average. Orange is below average of the 364 teams, math, right? Exactly. So that's a push. That leans Maryland. That leans Minnesota. Offense is that's a push. That leans Maryland. That's a lot of nothing. Again, Maryland by 16.5. My God, that's a lot of points. What? Really? I know Maryland's good, but damn. Well, yeah, Minnesota is getting outscored by 14 points a game in the last 3 games, and they're outscoring by 2. So, still, no advantages for us yet. Notre Dame, Boston College is up next. Let's see, any advantages? Notre Dame is the third worst 2-point defensive team in all the land. Notre Dame is, wow, in the last 3 games, obviously. So, they're allowing 65% shooting. That's crazy, man. Defensive efficiency is not good, obviously. Their offensive efficiency is way better than Boston College's. So Notre Dame's favored by what? I know they're probably favored. I know they are. 10.5. You really want to put 10.5 points on a team that can't hit a damn shot? I don't think so. I ain't doing it. Mississippi Valley, the 2-14 team in the country. Hey, normally earlier in the season when you see this team, we'd see 364, a whole bunch pop up. The best we got is 335. Look at them doing so much better. Look at them trying. Good job, guys. Good job. 360 for Texas Southern. 5th worst 2-point shooting team in all the country. Offensive efficiency, 7th worst. Rebounds allowed, 8th worst. Just, man. Am I leaning Mississippi? No. No. Let me get that thought out of the head real quick. We ain't taking none of that. America versus Loyola, Maryland. Let's see. They can shoot. They can kind of defend, but these two cancel out. They can really shoot. America can shoot threes. They defend a 3. So efficiency versus efficiencies, they cancel out. That leaves America. You can't rebound worth a damn. What is everybody 6'3"? Like, come on, grab a rebound, box out. Like, come on now. It's terrible. And you're one of the slowest teams too, which kind of doesn't help much. If you're wondering what the spread is, I got you. Don't worry. It is Loyola by 2.5 at home. And with them being able to shoot 2, so basically they do the 2s, they do the 3s, and then we move on. That's what we do. So Alcorn State versus Alabama State. Let's see. Give me the spread first. Give me the spread. Okay, got the spread. It is Alabama State by 4 on the road. Alcorn is 1-14. Man. Oh, man. When they say this, the line, every squirrel finds a nut, well, this is the nut they found one time. That's it. 6. Okay, that leans Alabama State. That leans Alabama State. That's a push, and that leans Alcorn State. But Alcorn State makes 5 threes a game. That's it. Efficiencies lean mean for 1-14. These aren't bad numbers. I mean, Rutgers, UCLA had worse numbers than this, and they actually have rankings. Well, UCLA does for now. until tomorrow. So, or today, whenever the rankings come out. That's a no. Wofford versus Furman. A lot of green and yellow. Let's see. That leans Wofford. That leans Wofford. That leans Wofford. That's a push. Wofford. What's your favorite, buddies? Wofford plus 5.5. They're 8-8. Furman's 14-2. Furman is not good from 3. They're average here. I'm leaning Wofford plus 5.5. Now the defensive efficiency is kind of concerning. That's a little concerning because they're better here, but this is I like Wofford. You know what? We're gonna take it. It sounds crazy. I know I don't have to take it, but sometimes I want to do it. Plus 5.5. I don't know if Furman's better. Looking at these numbers, I don't know if they are better or not. They look like they focus more on the 3-point line, clearly, but that's where Wofford is going to like. How are you getting all your points and shots from here, but you can't make anything? That means you're shooting a shit ton of threes to get this many to go in, and you're not shooting great. You're defending above average. You can make yours. You can't. I'm going Wofford. Let's have a little fun with it, right? Exactly. Morgan State versus Norfolk State. Ugh. Man, Norfolk can score, can't they? 6 and shooting the 2 at 63.6%. They're guarding 44. They're great. So these are clearly Norfolk numbers. This is a push, and that Oregon State is the worst 3-point defensive team in the country against Norfolk, who's shooting 36%. They're giving up 52.3. What? All right, I'm taking Norfolk. I don't even care what the spread is. Give me Norfolk. Oh, it's Norfolk by 10. I do care. I care a little bit. Oh, I didn't think they'd be double digits on the road. That's a lot. That's a big spread. I'm doing it. I said I don't care. Yep. We're going Nor minus 10. I mean, that is, ooh, when you see the worst team in the country or something, you almost want to fade them so bad. And then the worst, like they're giving up 94 points a game. What's the over under? Hold up. Let's look at this. Scratch that. Scratch that number. Back that up a little bit. Let's go with this instead. 82 plus 89. Anybody want to do some quick old math on that bad boy? Yeah, that comes out to 171.7. Okay. Now we do the numbers over here. That's like 160 still. So it's still 160. Yeah, it's like 159. The total is 154.5. We are 100% just going to take the over 154.5 here and hope that Norfolk hits their shots. Morgan State, as bad as they say they are, but their defense, see, look, they still score points though, which is good. So we can take that. So we'll take the over in this one of 154. Let's move on to the next one, which is who's up next? South Carolina State, Maryland, Eastern Shore. Are there any good teams today besides UCLA and Rutgers and Minnesota, Maryland? Boston. Ugh. Look at this garbage. Jesus. Disgusting. That leans South Carolina State. That's a push. That leans South Carolina State. That's a push. So we got 2 scoring for South Carolina State. So that might be something we can do. South Carolina State at home. 14.5 point favorites. That's way too much. I'm sorry. 8 and 10 versus 4. I'm not betting on that. Are you crazy? You lost your damn mind. NC Central, Delaware State. Oh, that's kind of a push. That's definitely NC. These both lean NC Central, really. And both offenses here. So NC Central is 6.5 point favorite at home versus Delaware State. The efficiencies are kind of pushing here. They can't rebound at all. 6.5. 6.5 is not bad. NC, did I say 6.5? Yeah, 6.5. Yeah, I'll take NC Central 6.5. Let's do it. NC Cent minus 6.5. I don't even know what to abbreviate this as. All right, moving to the next one, which is Howard and Coppin State. Coppin's 2 and 15. Look at Coppin go. All right, 229 versus 355. I think Howard has an advantage. 10 versus 174. 93 versus 307. So they're the 10th best 3-point team versus them. Both of these are offense. That's offense. That's a push. So we got 3 offense. What's the over? What's the spread? Period. Howard. The hell's Howard? Who hit him? Who stole it? Someone stole Howard. I got Control F. I got to find it. Howard. Found it. 13.5 for Howard. 147 is the total. They're giving up 94 points a game. That is ridiculous. They're scoring 88. And they're both very fast teams. Yeah, we're taking the over. We're going to take this Howard over of 147.5. Yep. You say over 147.5. I'm surprised I have 4 plays so far. I'm just going to throw that out there. I'm very surprised. Grambling versus Florida A&M. I can't even talk. One take, Jake, baby. We ain't doing no takes, no redos. Garbage, 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 garbage. Defense. I'm not even looking at this one. Come on now. Southern 8-8 versus Bethune. These two push clearly. Those two kind of push. That is Southern. That is Southern. Okay, so Southern. If Southern is at home and favored by anything less than 4, I'll take Southern. But I ain't going anything more than that. I'll tell you right now. Elon, Grambling, Jackson, Texas, Lamar, Houston, North, Southern, 6.5. See, it's a little much. It's a little much for my blood. And you know what? I feel like gambling. Let's gamble a little bit. Southern minus 6.5. Let's do it. I'm just doing this because I want some action today because it's a very light day of sports. We got 1 NFL game. We got like 6 NBA games. We got 3 NHL games and 22 college games. Like, come on, there's not much to play today. So I want some action, damn it. I want the day to start off, the week to start off good. 2-14 versus 10-6. Come on, are we really talking about this one? Push, RGV. It's all RGV. And you're curious, what the hell is your GV? It's UT Rio Grande Valley, by the way. If you were curious, if you've never seen that before. Some people haven't. You never know what you see. UT Rio Grande Valley. They are 11.5 point favorites. I'm not touching that. Sorry. I don't want to. All right, next up we got Nichols and Incarnate Word, IW. So we have, oh my goodness, that's a push. That's a push. That leans Nichols. That's a push. So we got 1 for Nichols. They're very average. Look at all this yellow on here. Incarnate Word is very just not good. 3, but there's nothing really for us here. I don't think. I'm not seeing anything. Let's move on. Stephen F. Austin versus Southeast Louisiana. That is Austin. Well, that's a push really, but that's Austin. That's a push. That is clearly defense for Southeast. So push on each side. Pass. Jackson State, Alabama A&M. Jackson State can shoot the 3. That's about all they can do. 2-13, but they can shoot 3s and they defend well too. So that's a push for them. So their points are going to be severely limited because Alabama A&M actually plays some defense and they can't score at all. So they can't score from here. And this is trash. What are we doing? Texas A&M Corpus Christi. Points for them. That's a push. Points for them. That's points for them. Corpus Christi is favored by 8.5. I mean, they're really good. They have a good efficiency, but the defense efficiency is just not there. It's not there for us. I have enough play so far. I have 5. I'm okay with 5. If something looks good, we'll take it. New Orleans is 2-14. Oh my god! Look at all the orange and red. That's defense. That's a push. That's defense. That's a push. Nah, I'm not taking that. Houston Christian has my god. McNeese has a lot of green. That's a lot of green. Push. Defense. So it's surprising this actually this close. McNeese, what are you favored by? I know McNeese is favored. 14.5. Yeah, I could see Houston Christian maybe plus that, but I'm not loving it, if it makes sense. And then Elon versus Campbell. Elon Musk versus Chunky Campbell Soup. Come back. Let's see. That is defense. That's defense. That's a nothing. We're done. What are we doing here? Just quits. Just stop it. That's 22 games. Now tomorrow's Tuesday. Let's look at tomorrow's schedule. Yeah, look at the games already we got in schedule. 14 at 2, 23 at 5, 10 at 6, 7, 13. Oh, beautiful. 4, 8. Man, we got so many good games tomorrow. It's not a big slate, but there is a packed slate of awesomeness. So I'll be here tomorrow. We'll have a better video for sure for Tuesday. Appreciate you watching. Drop a like, subscribe. Go to the website. Join the HQ if you want the place typed out. Or if you want these sheets yourself, you can have them for a price. So if not, they're still in the video. They always will be. So I appreciate being here, and we'll see you tomorrow, Tuesday, for a much better slate of college basketball.